to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna go to pull apart to get my short side axle, and I hope it doesn't give me as much trouble as the axle that I took out. So let's go ahead and get started before it gets too hot. At pull apart, just trying to find the Ford Explorer owl or the row with the Ford Explorers. Hopefully I can find one where it's already out. I don't have to pull them out, but I doubt I get that lucky. All right, I'll come back to the video once I find the Explorer. If I just read the sign, Ford's is all the way back in the back to the left. All right, here's one. I'm gonna look around first and see if there's any more with everything else out of it. If not, I'll come back to this one. This one's the same. All right, since it's getting hot, I'm gonna go ahead and get the one out the other one. All right, got the bolts out and I just drained it. Getting ready to pull the cover off. Whoa, look right there. Didn't even notice it. All right, y'all, I'll leave y'all alone. Y'all leave me alone. They're focusing on me too. All right, I'll come back to the video once I try to get the C-clips out. Okay, so I got it spin around to where I think I need it. And remember, there's a glare, hold on. Remember my last video, this was the bolt that broke. So I need to get the bolt and possibly the pin as well. So let me go ahead and try to get it out. Hopefully it doesn't break. All right, C-clip is out. Getting ready to pull the rear end out. Came out pretty easy. No issues. All right, let me get this stuff cleaned up. Let's go ahead and check out. All right, got my axle and I'm heading to the checkout. Okay, so that was a lot easier than expected. I'm glad it was. So let's go back to the shop. Okay, back at the shop, I got my axle and I got my pressure washer to clean the rear end off. So let's go show you what I did with the axle. I didn't really put it on video, but we put the rear end in the car so I can adjust it and see where the purchase were gonna be. So I got the purchase welded on. And just like I said, now that I got the short side axle, I can go ahead and start cleaning this thing off, getting it ready to be painted and get the axle in. So that's my goals for today, is to go ahead and try to get this thing finished off. So let's go ahead and get started. It's another scorcher out here. So hopefully I can get this stuff done fairly fast and get back home. Okay, so I moved the rear end out the shop and I'm getting ready to spray it down with degreaser. I put some bolts back in the diff cover so that I don't get any water in there, but I'm getting ready to spray degreaser on it and get the pressure washer and hook it up and hopefully knock off some of this grease before I can prime it and get it ready for paint. All right, I struggled with this pressure washer to get it to work. It won't spray for some reason. And I wasted entirely too much time. I already cut the hole short for it, so I can't spray off the entire rear end. So I'm gonna have to spin the rear end around so that I can get both sides of it. So it looks like I'm just gonna have to spray it off with the power of the pump and the little sprayer down there. I'm not sure why my pressure washer is not spraying. But let's get back to it. Okay, so I got it as clean as I could. All the big grease and grime is off of it. So I just need to let it dry off. I wish I can get it more out in the sun, but I'm here by myself, so I'm not trying to, you know what? Maybe I would. Let me see if I can pull it out by myself. Okay, so while this is drying, I'm gonna go ahead and look up under the car and see what I have to undercoat before I put the rear end in. All right, so I already undercoated a lot of the stuff right here where the rear end is gonna be. But what I would like to do is go ahead and get some of this, the wheel wells and, well, not the wheel wells, but the frame that goes around here. At least get it up to there. That shouldn't be too hard. All right, let me go ahead and get the wire brush and start scraping on some of this before I hit it with the undercoat. All right, got the rear end primed down. I just gotta flip it over and do the other side. I'm gonna give this one a chance to dry. And while this is drying, I'm gonna go and spray the undercoating up under the Maverick. All right, so I got the undercoating on it. It's not all the way up there. I'm just trying to get the areas where the rear end is gonna be, and I won't be able to get to it when the rear end is in. So that's why I just did these. I scraped all the dirt and stuff off of it. There was only dirt up there. It wasn't no rust. You see all the dirt on the floor. So I got that. Another thing I almost forgot about too is I have to spray my leaf springs. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those after I put the second coat of primer on the rear end, or actually not even the second coat. I need to flip the rear end over and do the other side. So let me go do that, and then I'll come back and I'll put the undercoating on the leaf springs. All right, so got the final coat of primer on. I'm getting ready to go ahead and spray it now with the actual paint, and this is what I'm using, matte black. Krylon Fusion paint. I've had good success with it when painting the engine bay and stuff of the El Camino. So I'm gonna see how this turned out on the rear end. I almost forgot, I gotta paint my calipers. So let me get these sprayed down with brake clean. Actually using brake clean what it was meant for. So I'm gonna get these cleaned off with brake clean and I'm gonna paint these. First coat of red paint on the calipers. And this is dry now. So let me go ahead and put another coat of the matte black on the rear end. Okay, got my calipers, I mean not my calipers, got my rotors painted. And I know I painted the whole thing black. That's because I know the brakes is gonna rub off the paint. I'm not concerned with that. I just didn't want to spend the extra time trying to tape up the brake surface. So I've done it before. The brake pads rubs it off, so it's not gonna be a big deal. Okay, so while everything was drying, I actually cleaned out the shop. Had a whole bunch of grinding metal and everything from when I was welding and grinding on that rear end. So I'm not gonna put the rear end in and together in this video. So I'm probably just gonna put it back in front of the car here, but I still gotta let it dry. I just put another coat on the calipers. Just letting this one dry, bake in. So all right, and I got the rotors over here. So, all right, I'll come back to the video. All right, I got the old 7-inch out. I was told that these things aren't worth anything, so I'm just gonna go ahead and scrap it. So that's what I have it in the wheelbarrow for. And we'll take it around and put it with the rest of the scrap metal. I forgot to show the short side axle that I bought. This is the long side and the short side next to each other, and you can see the difference. All right, got the rear end back in the shop. It's really hot out here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw these axles in and get the C-clip and everything bolted up, put the calipers and stuff back on, and the rotors, and I'm out of here. All right, so I want to show you a better picture of the bolt that broke off. Right there. That's how it's supposed to look, and that's the piece that broke. So pretty much everything beyond the threads is what broke off. All right, so what you saw me doing on this time lapse was I've been trying to fish out the C-clip. I dropped it and it went down in the furthest part of the crevice of this rear end that it can go, which is all the way down there, and I can't get to it. So my magnet is a little too big. I need to get a flexible magnet. So I'm afraid I'm stuck right here until I can get that C-clip out. All right, let me go ahead and close this video out. Okay, I really want to finish this rear end in this video, but like I said earlier, the C-clip dropped down, and I hope there's an easy way of getting the C-clip out without taking the whole carrier out. So I'm gonna have to get a flexible magnet to see if it can get all the way down in the crevice and near the pinion, and see if I can get that out. So, but I mean, I did a lot today, got the rear and everything done. So whenever I get that C-clip out, I just got to put it in there, put the calipers and everything on, and to be ready to go in the car. It's really hot, like I said before, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. I got to get the C-clip out because you don't want any kind of metal taking a chance of falling back in those gears. So it's something that got to come out. So thanks for watching. Click on that subscribe button if you haven't, click like, and I'll see you in the next video.